Have you ever felt like you're carrying a weight without knowing exactly why? As if a silent shadow walks with you, even when everything on the outside seems fine. As if there's a veil between who you are and who you could be. What if I told you that veil has a name, has form, has vibration, and it can be transformed? Today we'll talk about something many souls feel, but few can name. Miasmas. An invisible force holding ancestral memories, forgotten traumas, and pain that sometimes isn't even yours, but lives within you. Miasmas aren't just mystical ideas hidden in old books. They're real. They're like energetic dust that clings to your subtle body, dims your light, silences your truth. Imagine being in a glass room with the curtains shut. The light still exists, but you can't see it. That's what miasmas do. They don't erase your light. They conceal it. They're invisible scars on the soul. Traces of unhealed emotions, toxic thoughts, limiting beliefs, dense memories. They don't bleed, but they drain. They don't scream, but they silence. We all carry them. Some passed down from our ancestors, unspoken traumas in our lineage. Others created by our own fears, repressed emotions, unshed tears. They settle like fog, like shadows that cling to us and make us forget who we truly are. We lose our spark, our radiance, our inner trust. And we grow used to carrying weights that were never ours. If you feel like something within you needs cleansing, like this video now, this may be the message your soul has been waiting for. And maybe it's the reminder others need too. So, what exactly are miasmas? Energetically speaking, they're emotional residues, crystallized thought forms that accumulate in our aura and subtle bodies. Dense shadows born from unprocessed experiences, negative beliefs, stagnant emotions. Unintegrated memories that float in your vibration. Imagine your energy field as a river. When all flows, the water is clear and alive. But when emotions stagnate, the water becomes murky. The flow slows down. And there, miasmas are born. Often they arise from our fear of pain. When we pretend we're fine. When we hide our tears, suppress our anger, deny our sadness. Every denied emotion leaves a vibrational residue. That residue becomes a miasma. They also take root in places of deep suffering. Homes filled with grief, environments of guilt or conflict. All these leave imprints. If not cleansed, they stick to our field. Common symptoms of miasmas include persistent fatigue, mental fog or confusion, fear without clear cause, repetitive emotional cycles, feeling stuck or empty, shame, guilt, self-sabotage, rejection of love, resistance to joy or change. Miasmas are ghosts of what was never expressed. What we didn't cry out, what we didn't release, becomes density. And that density becomes blockage. If this message resonates with you, subscribe to this channel now. Here every video is soul medicine. But what if miasmas aren't just remnants of pain? What if they are also calls to healing? What if that fog wrapping around you isn't just blocking, but pointing to where your soul still holds hidden wounds? Have you ever wondered why certain emotional patterns repeat? Why, even when you change cities, jobs, or relationships, certain emotions keep finding you? The answer may lie in what hasn't been cleansed. In those forgotten miasmas, disguised as routine, hidden behind distractions, masks, resistance. It's like planting a new flower in soil full of old roots. It may grow, but it won't thrive, because something unseen is still blocking the bloom. Here lies one of the deepest truths. Miasmas do not define you. They simply highlight the places where you forgot to love yourself. They are not punishments. They are frozen memories, waiting for your presence, waiting for your light. And the more you ignore them, the more they shape your behavior, sabotage your goals, cloud your perception. But when you face them with love and truth, they begin to dissolve. Because no miasma survives the light of your awareness. Liberation begins the moment you stop running from your feelings. When you dive into your heaviest emotions, not to drown in them, but to reclaim yourself from them. When you can say, I see this pain, but I am no longer this pain. Miasmas feed on denial. They thrive in silence. But when you turn on the light of forgiveness, compassion, and self-acceptance, everything changes. The fog lifts. Your field clears. The energy flows again. You begin to breathe differently. Feel lighter in your body. Hear your intuition more clearly. Remember your joy, your freedom, your divine essence. Not because something magical happened outside, but because you chose to do a deep inner cleansing. You made space for the new, by honoring the old. Miasmas don't need to be fought. They need to be seen with truth and held with love. They need a gentle but firm yes. I'm ready to release this now. And maybe the greatest secret is this. You don't have to be ready to start healing. You don't need to be perfect to begin releasing. Healing begins right where you are, with what you feel now, with small daily choices to treat yourself with more love. A single conscious breath can dissolve a miasma of anxiety. An honest conversation can transmute years of silence. A warm embrace can release generations of unspoken pain. You're not stuck. You're being invited to remember that you can fly. Everything weighing you down today was once a form of protection. You don't need to judge your past. Just bless it and say, thank you, but now I choose to move forward in lightness. Miasmas are shadows from the past, but you are the light of the present. And when you align with your light, everything you are not begins to fall away. Your body softens, your soul expands, life regains its color. You stop surviving and start living with grace. There is nothing more powerful than a human being who chooses to remember who they are. Awareness is the first step, but love is the path. And you are not alone in this journey. If this message touched your heart, comment below. I choose to release what no longer belongs to me. Share this with someone who needs to remember they can heal. And if you're ready to keep clearing your energy, watch the next video on this channel. Your soul deserves to breathe in freedom.